now more than ever to get through this and to help them to save lives. Now I want to move on to discuss something else that's been talked about a little bit lately. That's our parks and trails. I know you might have heard that the city was considering closing down parks and trails if people aren't going to abide by our physical distancing practices that we've outlined in our previous orders. This was a particular concern at White Rock Lake and Katy Trail over this past weekend. I would rather not shut down completely our open air amenities while we're telling people to remain at home most of the day. Not everyone in this city has a backyard to go out into in order to get some fresh air. I have, however, been in communication with our interim park and recreation director about this. We have park rangers and code enforcers, code officers who are out and about, and we need your help with compliance. That's also true when you're out on our neighborhood sidewalks and at businesses that remain open, such as grocery stores and home improvement stores. So I'm asking our residents to please keep your distance and to help us keep the public safe and to keep these city open air amenities open for as long as we can. I understand why you want to get out a little bit right now, but please, please, please do so responsibly.
Stay y'all ass in the house.
We have our city's transportation director assessing whether it might be feasible to temporarily close down a few sections of our city streets in densely populated areas. The idea there being that it would allow pedestrians to use those areas and help us relieve foot traffic on our trails. So hopefully we can find ways to give people some literal breathing room while we're dealing with this pandemic. Until then, I'm going to ask again for everyone's cooperation.
That's them people on Katy Trail.
I want to talk a bit about evictions. Another topic that I know has been on people's minds lately. Over the weekend, I received a memorandum from a council member requesting an ordinance change affecting the evictions process that's found in our current state law. I have accordingly referred that request to the Ad Hoc Committee on COVID-19 Human and Social Recovery and Assistance.
Y'all ain't been paying your damn mortgage?
While I believe the goal of the ordinance is laudable, we need this committee to vet this idea before we act on it.
Oh,
it
Lord.
has significant legal ramifications, and we cannot afford to rush into something that's this far-reaching. The state and the county have already taken steps to pause eviction proceedings. These proposed additional steps at the city level need more scrutiny before we move forward. In the meantime, and to all the landlords out there, I want to say something to you directly. Have a heart. Have a heart. These are incredibly difficult times for everyone, and particularly for some of our most vulnerable members of our community. Do not compound our city's problems by putting people out on the streets. Not right now. Be responsible and be respectful. Many of us will experience temporary economic hardships as a result
This the mayor of Dallas.
of COVID-19.
Talking
but we
about
have to look out for one another right now.
Talking about
And to renters,
doing a little more extensive quarantine because we got people here on our Katy Trail. Katy Trail is like a park where
so I'm encouraging
the rich
everyone to work together.
people with money
To work with their landlords. If
you ain't got no money, you just like to go out there and mingle with the people who got some money. So it's called Katy Trail, and they've been real congested, and people not keeping the 6 feet apart. They're not keeping those distance from each other. So now they're trying to put something in place. Where they gonna close the Katy Trail, so y'all ass can't go down there and walk the damn Katy Trail, cause y'all ugly ass won't stay off that motherfucker's creepy ass Katie Trail. That motherfucker creepy, y'all. That motherfucker is creepy. Depending on how far you go down, because it goes a long motherfucking way. That motherfucker stretches halfway around Dallas. And it's creepy. The trail is creepy. I wouldn't do the damn trail. My sister run on the trail, used to. That shit creepy.
To test us, but it will not break us.
Well, don't let it break us, brother.
I've seen examples of people stepping up. Businesses and private groups are producing and donating masks and protective equipment. People are ordering from takeout restaurants to help out small businesses. And we've also eased parking meter rules to help out. Some people, such as SMU quarterback Shane Buechele, are using their platforms to raise money for others and to help those who are in need. The Dallas Regional Chamber has a job board that they've created called Say Yes to Dallas, which you can find at sayyestodallas.com to help match displaced workers with available jobs. All of the adversity that we're experiencing.
One thing we will do, we will pull together here. I can't say that shit.
This virus is wreaking havoc on life as we
when a crisis come, we will do that shit. I'm sweeping.
That what we're living through
I got this
right
little
now
y'all dollar.
The new normal.
To sweep the little area where I sit at.
Grow from these difficult days.
We will.
And we will bounce back.
We will.
From all of this.
We will.
Dallas is strong.
Yes.
And Dallas is resilient.
Right.
Some things, yes, will be different when we get through this. We will endure pain and we will experience some tragedy. But through heartbreak, we will get through this together. Now, I'm going to turn this over to Rocky Voss, who's our director of the Office of Emergency Management, to give us some updates on the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center operations. Rocky.
Thank you, Mayor. As we speak now, we are starting to set up a 250-bed Federal Medical Station, FMS, at the Kay Bailey Hutchison Center. What this facility will be able to provide our hospitals and medical community is very critical. So the medical community right now are meeting to engage their partners, understand the scope of their availability, the surge capacity, and then they'll give us a mission as to what they want this hospital to be. We're waiting on that. We're hoping to have that this morning, and that'll drive how we set up the hospital and what kind of services we need in there, wraparound services to provide this hospital facility to our medical community. The site is being set up by the Texas National Guard, and it will be run and operated by a 225-member unit from the Navy. The Navy Medical Unit, working with HHS and Department of Defense, will be running this hospital for us. That's the update I have right now. As we finish setting up the hospital and getting a mission from the medical community, we will have more information for you.
All right.
All right, we'll open it up for a few questions.
Okay. They just talking about some of the stuff we got going on here in the city and trying to get some of the things right. And I dropped something, so hold on, let me pick it up. We got let me turn this down. We got a place called Katy Trails here. And it's a park. It's a great big park. And it's out in like North Dallas, Highland Park, that area. If you're familiar with Dallas, Highland Park, North Dallas. Part of that is where the ex-president Bush stay. Dick Cheney. Who else out there? A lot of football players and basketball players stay out that way. So I'm just trying to give you an idea of what's going on. So they got a trail that they walk on, and they called it Katy Trail. So we've been having problem here with the people going on Katy Trail and not staying the 6 feet distance apart. And they've been having people standing on the trail with a sign saying, you know, keep your distance. So now the people won't keep their fucking distance. They talking about locking up, closing up the parks and closing up some of these restaurants that we have to kind of shake your damn ass up to stay in the house is basically what they trying to do. So they saying if you don't stay in the house, they're gonna start closing down some of the restaurants. And for those who like to do damn takeout, don't want to get your ass in there and cook, better get your ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. Or go there and tell them people on Katy Trail, hold up a sign too and say, y'all stay the fuck off this Katy Trail until we get this shit right. Or if you're gonna be on this shit, at least stay 6 feet apart. So that's what the problem that they having now. So that's what they on here talking about. But I'm gonna come back. I just walked in because I had to go out to the store and pick up some stuff. And it wasn't bad, but I came in, I did wash my hand and brush my face. So y'all stay safe, okay? Just stay safe, okay? And if you haven't checked on someone today, please do so. Go check on someone. Call. You ain't gotta go, but call and check on someone. You can text now. Technology is a bitch. So we ain't gotta go nowhere. We can sit on these devices and do this shit. Okay, I call it Cuckoo Bird, but it's Cuckoo Bird. But still, it let you keep in touch with each other. So get a chance today, call somebody and check on them. Okay, and make sure they all right. They ain't in need of nothing. If it's somebody you can send over there to help them, you know, do what you gotta do. All right. Boil you some water on the stove with some onion. Lemon, and I'm put a little Epsom salt in mine, you know. Boil it on the stove and let it help your sinuses, you know. I have sinuses problem too. I have congestion, some mucus, but I hadn't been since all this. Thank you, Lord. But y'all do what y'all got to do to, you know, to get through this, okay? And do what you can to help others if you can get through this, okay? All right.